So in the past 24 hours, 500 million USD was wrecked. 150,000 traders were liquidated. I hope you guys were not part of this statistic. I'm doing everything I can to help you guys not become part of this liquidation statistic. So make sure you guys watch the video till the end so that you understand what is the current game plan and which levels that I am currently paying attention to look for opportunities and to avoid liquidations. So make sure you guys watch this video till the end. Now, looking at the BTC liquidation heat map for the past 1 week, we have a nice chunk of liquidity building up here, 304 million, compared to down here where we have 306 million. So it's quite balanced. I think right now the markets are still in shock. People do not know what to expect. And you can see that from the balanced liquidations here, longs and shorts equally liquidated just as much. So that proves that we are currently in a sideways range with no clear direction. Let's take a look at the charts right here. Remember these two levels, 116 and down here at 109. We also have a little bit up here at 113. So the bias right now for me is a little bit more to the upside, but not that much. So there's not a lot going on the charts. We have been sideways since the big dump that happened. BTC for me is still in this current range. And as long as we have not broken out of the range, any deviations outside of the value area high and value area low can be traded back into the range. For now, we have not created any deviations outside yet. But remember, we are looking at this chunk right here. So if I were to target this level here, I would be looking for a long position, targeting the liquidity up here. But right now, we are sitting right in the middle of the point of control, not a place that I like to take positions from because this is in the middle, no clear direction, right? I would prefer to long from the bottom and sell from the top. So looking at this chart right here, the bias for me is continuation to the upside. Take out this liquidity, these previous day highs as well, right here. And then the next challenge would be to see if we can actually break above and reclaim this as support. Okay, so right now the plan for me would be to sit on the sidelines. When there's no clear setup, I do not trade. I would prefer to either take a long from down here once we've swept the liquidity below 109, like we looked at on the liquidation heat map just now, or when we clear out the liquidity from up here, then I would prefer to take a short trade and trade it back down into the range. So this is the current plan for BTC. I'm currently waiting and seeing. Let's take a look at Ethereum right now. Ethereum has gotten some movement, right? We had this breakout on the 15-minute time frame here, right? We were ranging for a very long time. It does look like we could possibly claim this as support to continue higher. However, if we zoom out just a little bit more, we can see that this breakout is nothing really significant because we are still against resistance here on the higher time frame, 1 hour resistance. Let's pull a fib from here to here. We are also in a bearish golden pocket. So this breakout could be a fake out to trap traders on the lower time frame before we push lower. Let's take a look. Where are the levels we could potentially take a long from? Personally, I would prefer to take a long from here. We have this nice order block, and I'm very certain there should be some liquidity sitting below this range that we built up for quite a while, since Wednesday, well, since this morning actually, right? So there will be liquidity sitting down here. If we sweep this liquidity and we tap into this order block right here, ideally also if we get a bullish divergence on the RSI, this would be a good place to take a long position from, right? If we do not get any confirmation, then we'll have to look lower, and we can see lower, we don't have to look that far. We have another nice long position from here. Let's pull a fib just from here to here. Wow, look at that. We tapped this golden pocket 618 very, very nicely. Let me just pull a fib from this wick here. We have the 0.5 level right here. So right now for Ethereum, also on the range, we are at the top. So meeting resistance here is likely we could get a push down. I would personally prefer to take a long from down here. Again, we're trying to buy low and sell high. If you are taking a long from here, keep in mind that this would be more like a scalp position. So one-to-ones are very, very important to manage your trade. Still, overall, my bias right now is more towards the downside, because we have these wicks here, and usually these wicks get filled up or even swept, not only on Ethereum but also on BTC. So right now, BTC, this is my current plan. I'm looking to take a long position here. You can see we're already starting to reject from this point of control, right? Where it's very, very hard for BTC to actually break through. And you can see that the sentiment is more bearish because we rejected so strongly from resistance levels. From here, this supply zone right here, we rejected, boom. From the point of control, we're having so much trouble just breaking through. So the sentiment is definitely more bearish for now. We'll have to wait and see. Right now it's a waiting game, guys. There's not a lot we can do. Bitcoin is currently ranging, the markets are recovering. US government is also in a shutdown. Yeah, so there's a lot of uncertainty going on. The best thing to do right now, if you don't see a clear trade, is just to wait. Okay, sitting in your USDT, sitting in your cash is also a position. So right now, this is the current plan that I am currently just waiting for. This could actually be the closest trade for me, right? I will have to consider this. Let's see if I can find some confirmation here. If we get one more sweep up like this, creating a divergence on the RSI, then I would potentially take this short position on Ethereum. Okay, but for now, I'm sitting on the sidelines. If you guys want to see more frequent updates on the market, on my trading plan, my personal trading journal, you guys can click the link below and join the Telegram. This is where I give more frequent updates, because it's much easier to give updates in Telegram compared to YouTube. This is all in real time. So that's all for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.